She found a way into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make out, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, 'cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. Back to you. Feeling lonely, hey. And hearing music that can make me smile. But the way I feel with her cannot be explained. But one thing still remains on my mind. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you.
Just know that I have to believe all that I see, all that I see. I woke up in a different place than I left when I closed my eyes. And this feeling I can't explain. That this day would make me alive. I just know. 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 All I see is you. 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 I just know that I have to believe all that I dream, all that I dream. All I see is you. All I see is you. All I. 'Cause 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 I. 'C
like that got a Lambo on a bad lease, but he'll make sure that you see. Guys like that got a visa that he don't pay, and he won't remember your name. I don't wanna see you hold on to that. I don't wanna see you hold on. Cause he's too smooth, yeah. He's got a couple lines that he uses every night, yeah. He's too smooth, yeah. If you take him home tonight, he won't leave her satisfied. Come and dance with me. Guys like that, they got nicknames in their phones, and they won't be taking it slow. Guys like that, that is looking for a sure thing, and he'll move on if you delay. I don't wanna see you hold on to that. I don't wanna see you hold on. Cause he's too smooth, yeah. He's got a couple lines that he uses every night, yeah. He's too smooth, yeah. If you take him home tonight, he won't leave you.
Hello, and welcome to a black screen. There we go. Hello and welcome to ACRL RSS F3 season 2019. We're at round 5. This is the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, and currently we've got qualifying underway. There's just over 11 minutes of that left, and we'll be hopping into a couple of lovely fast-paced races. We have the feature race, which is a nice 35-minute ordeal, and a 25-minute sprint race coming up after that, which is the top 8 drivers of the first feature race in reverse order. So if you finish first, you'll start 8th. It does spice things up a little bit, but currently we do have some drivers going around the circuit here. And joining me today, as usual, it's Jeffrey. How are you doing?
Doing all right, kind of just doing the normal thing, waking up a little bit late, and yeah, just going through the normal process of sitting here and listening to you starting the stream.
Yeah, I just found a bit of rice on my leg. That's a lovely treat. Yeah, I mean, I didn't wake up not long ago either. Well, I did wake up not long ago. So yeah, be prepared for what is about to come in the next couple of hours, I think. Yeah, we'll probably be done around 9ish. I'll probably be straight to bed afterwards, or playing Call of Duty. New Call of Duty is actually very fun. The campaign is brutal, but I would recommend it if you haven't had a chance to play it yet. If you're into that sort of game, that is. Currently, Baz Boomer, top of the timesheets as usual. Will anyone ever be able to stop him? I mean, Tom Basley's an heir, so he probably not going to. Any idea why Tom Basley isn't in this one?
I haven't seen anything. I'm not sure. I can go look real quick.
I don't know if he even did any pre-qualifying or anything.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a fair point too. Let's see.
But yeah, 9 minutes left of this qualifying, and then Pete Roll, he's having a nice old time in second. Yannick Muller is behind him, so they're the top 3, separated by just a couple tenths of a second. Might be an interesting battle at the top there, though, with those current top 3. Well, as I say that, Baz Balmer's just done a 17.679, which is now almost 6 tenths faster than P2. So, not a good sign for what's to come. It might be another Baz Puma steamroll for this season, or for this race, I should say. Currently with almost a 6/10 gap on P2. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like a pretty good grid today, though. Lots of people packed together in that midfield, in the sort of 119s. So, yeah, and the sort of the low 120s, high 18s as well. So, yeah, I am looking forward to a good midfield battle again. That's where the
Tom was
carnage is.
not in pre-qualifying.
Okay,
Just so you know.
Alright, so he's probably given up.
I mean, that's one way to put it, but
He didn't have a great time in Okayama, did he?
he didn't know.
I mean, I'd probably quit if that happens to me as well. Oh, just having a nice old stretch here, because my back is very, very unwell. Oh. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this, if I'm honest. I mean, I never really know what to say in qualifying anyway, to be honest. But, I'm really struggling today. I mean, Pazem, he's on a lap. What can he do? Not much. He does an 18.7. I think that's slower than what he did. So he's not going to improve on that one. And there's just under 6 minutes of this session left, and then we get the joys of the first race coming up.
Seems like most people are on mediums for qualifying right now. There's a couple that are on softs, but it looks like they're not doing that well. So looks like mediums are probably still the primary tire here.
Oh, I know why Jeff's mic is louder than mine, because I'm a dingus. Dingus car. It's because my Discord is set up so that both audio. My Discord is set up so it runs along the same channel as the actual sounds on my computer, rather than on a separate channel. So, which then the separate channel has all the balancing done on it, so hopefully that's better now. So I have switched that over. But we'll wait for the verdict on whether it is better or not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yannick Mullers, he had a nice time in Okayama, I think, didn't he? He had a couple nice performances. No Bean Major though either. Where's he? He's not here for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. He was in pre-qualifying. He was decently quick from what I remember.
Obviously, it feels like he doesn't need to be here. He's better than us.
Might be watching F1.
Could be, yeah. That's true, actually. The Mexico Grand Prix started about 15 minutes ago, didn't it? So, yeah.
Oh, what? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Oh, yeah, no, he was P8 in pre-qualifying.
I mean, still, that's decent. But, yeah. It's, I'm guessing there will be some people who are just going to be watching the Grand Prix rather than being here. I certainly wish I could be. But, class. I'm contractually obliged to be here. Hey, there's only like just over 3 minutes left, so soon, Jeffrey, soon we'll be able to actually have something to talk about. A race on our hands. Baz Boomer has improved by just over a tenth again. So yeah, he's pretty quick.
Yeah, I think he's gonna run away quite quickly.
Yeah. I mean, considering he like started from the back in Okayama and finished third, I think, in the first race. Yeah, I mean,
something like that.
Yeah. Oh no, I think did he? Or did he finish second? I can't remember. But yeah, he finished on the podium in the first race. So, I mean, not bad, I guess. I love you too, Supiyam. I don't know what that was in reference to, Supiyam, but thank you either way. Oh, was that it? Was that when I was saying I wish I wouldn't. I wish I wasn't here. No. I'll be glad I did it in about a couple hours. I'll be glad I did it. It's like ooh, Yannick Moller with a lovely spin there. It's like when you tidy the house or something. While you're doing it, you're just like, oh, wish I could be like eating a Chinese, watching the chase or something. But when you're done, you're like, oh, I'm so glad I tidied the house. It looks so much nicer. Oh, contractually obliged to be here. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not really I'm not really contractually obliged to be here, but yeah, there's no contract in place. I mean, I just sort of like turned up once and was like, "Yeah, do you want me to do broadcasting for you?" He just went, "Sure." So yeah, I guess that's sort of why I'm here. What was I saying before that? Oh yeah, but like, so yeah, like you feel good after you finish tidying. You think like, oh, the house looks so much nicer. But yeah, like when I've done this, I'll think, oh, I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I gave content to the masses. But yeah, right now it's not looking good. I've just noticed we are actually at the end of qualifying, so I should probably talk about how things are going. Baz Baumer is on pole, basically. I don't think anyone's going to beat him. There's a lot of people spinning out of turn 2 here. Pazum and Jonas Koberstein both span out. Well, actually, Jonas sort of just went off for a little detour. While Pazum had a full-on spin and into the wall.
I mean, aside from Baz, this is a really, really close grid.
Yeah, I mean, Baz just ruins everything, doesn't he? I don't even know if I want to interview him after the race. Just to say, congratulations on another win. I need to burp 1 second. That was very almost one of those burps where sick comes out.
Yeah, 1.6 seconds from P2 down to P22.
Not bad. That's like, how many people is that? P222. That's 20 drivers. That's 8 hundredths of a second between each driver on average. Yes. I
Sure.
think so. I think that is correct maths. Either way, I should probably do the result Just working. At the end of another thrilling qualifying session, we have Daz Baumer unexpectedly taking pole position once again with a 117.5. Pete Roll lands up alongside in Yannick Muller in third. Michael Kundigigolu, Phil Vitt, Jonas Koberstein, Mark de Graaf, and Timmy will round out that top 8 on the grid. And in 9th, it will be Pazem. Rob Lewis lines up in 10th. Derek, he's in 11th. Matteo Pizzani in 12th. Carlisle, Puma, Freddie, and Sam Grayton are the drivers up until 16th position. Then Dadang, Mario Hauer in 17th and 18th. Voffel in 19th. Phil in 20th. Soggy in 21st. Jeremy McNamara in 22nd. And Supiam is in 23rd, but it says he didn't put a lap in.
Yeah, he's got a self-imposed qualifying ban one time.
Why? Why?
Last round's T1 shenanigans, he said.
Oh, right, okay. Alright, cool. Well, the more you know, I guess. We are just waiting to go onto the grid, so that will be about a minute and a half. I always wish that grid thing was a bit longer. But it isn't. Which sucks. Just having a look at the chat. There's nothing interesting really in the chat. Oh.
Lots of people regretting tire choices.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know what people are going to do. Do you have any sort of ideas on that, Jeffrey?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. The last race we had a lot of people running. Well, not a lot of people. We had Baz running hard, so that was interesting. He obviously had his run. He probably benefited from that, but it's hard to say. Right now, everybody's looking at mediums, so might just be a whole medium race. Just because I'm not sure if this track doesn't have as much tire wear or not, but it does seem that people are going to choose the medium tire over the hard at this point. It's been like that for quite a bit of the season now, so I mean, it's probably just going to be, and especially the sprint race. The sprint race is usually mediums as well, so it's looking like those are going to be the primary tires for now. But yeah, I mean, T1's going to be shenanigans. I don't know about what you think, but that's my bet.
I mean, I don't really know. I've never driven these cars, so I don't know how they are on tyre wear and stuff. And we are on the grid, I believe, yes. Just looking for a nice camera angle here. What's good? These are all bad. These are all bad cameras. Let's look at them from behind. I love a good booty. So, Baz Baumer will start on the front row of the grid, right, well, in pole position specifically. God, my brain is like running at about what's a slow speed for a brain? Like 2 miles a second, I guess. That's pretty slow. No, not miles a second. Miles an hour. That's what I wanted.
Oh hey,
what?
I got put into the pits for the first time ever.
That is.
It worked. So I don't have to start from the back of the grid and then immediately jump to pits.
Yeah, it does help. It means you get to see the start a bit more, I guess. Yeah, it's useful. Well, we've got 30 seconds until the race starts, so any thoughts for this coming up to turn 1 here up the hill?
Well, it's going to be, so a lot of people are probably going to be trying to go too wide through there. The curb on the exit is going to really hamper that. So this is going to be quite a tough turn 1 here because a lot of people are probably going to go wide.
Okay,
hopefully nobody's going to spin, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. The lights are on and we're underway in Spielberg with the Red Bull ring. Baz Baumer does manage to get away nicely and take the lead, but Pete Roll not far behind. Looking back, do we have any issues? We have a few people running wide, and I think I heard someone spinning out there. Let's just have a look. Superyam has made it through as well. And I'm not sure what's happening, but Yannick Muller in a fight with Pete Roll here. He's trying for the attack. Couldn't make it work in turn 2. And he'll be pushing his way now down towards turn 3, down that hill, alongside. Can he make anything work? No. Well, he's going to try the cutback. We'll see if he can make that work, but Pete Roll covers that off beautifully, and now down towards the next section. Fast double left-handers. No real room for attacking that section. And Yannick's actually got Michael Kundakigulu as well, just behind him. So Yannick does need to be careful about an opportunistic attack from the driver behind.
Very clean start here.
Yeah, I'm impressed. No wheeze just yet.
Midfield pack is still incredibly tight right now. Everybody's really packed up right now.
Yeah, you love to see it, don't you? A team in that melee of cars in the midfield. See if he's able to make any ground early on. Currently in P8. That is where he started. I need to burp again. 1 second. Ooh, a lot of mute for that one. But to me, he's under attack now, and oh, who's that gone for a dive? It's Mark de Graaf trying to go down the inside into turn 3. He's actually going to make it work.
A little bit of wheel banging there.
Yeah. These two just love to bang. Get me out. But teammate, he's gonna be under attack from Matteo Pisani, possibly in a short little moment. If he's not careful, if he continues battling with Mark de Graaf, he could end him under a little bit of attack. But Baz Baumer up at front has already put 3.5 seconds on Yannick Muller, who has managed to make it past Pete Roll actually. Which is a change for P2. Interested Timmy using all of that, well, running up along to that curbing on the outside, all the way up to the braking point for that turn 2, whereas other drivers deciding to hold off of that up until a little bit later into the braking zone. So that's a bit interesting, I guess. Haslam's under attack from Mark de Graaf, who gets it a bit wrong and ends up in the gravel, so that's given a position back to Timmy as he gets past Mark. And has Pasm now just ahead of him.
Oh, I think Gary's got it all wrong. The dang.
Oh no, he is. He's on the escape road. We'll rejoin the track, but did you know if he collected the barriers or?
Yes, he spun out and clipped barriers pretty hard.
He's not going to head into the pits yet, though.
Yeah.
Timmy, he's on for a move on Pasm here, heading up the hill to turn 2. He's on the outside, so we'll see if he can make it stick. It's a little bit close. I wonder if there's a little bit of contact there.
Oh.
Onto that yellow sausage curb, Timmy goes, and that'll send him
Keeps
wide.
Keeps it off the wall.
Yeah, but he's lost a couple of positions, drops behind Mark de Graaf and Matteo Pisani, almost under attack from Derek as well. So he'll drop down to 10th position.
And those yellow sausage curbs proven pretty deadly,
Definitely.
especially when you get it wrong.
Up at front as well, Pete Rolls managed to make it back past Yannick Moller, who's again on the attack, as this is a lovely battle that might be evolving for P2 here, as Michael Kundakagolu still on the tail of them.
And Baz is gone.
Yeah, he's gone even faster. He's like 6.5 seconds up the road, so I feel like a battle for P2 here is in what we need.
Midfield is still pretty cramped together. This is good to see.
Yeah, lots of battles a possibility,
Oh, Pasm spun.
but for
Oh,
P2,
and rejoins the track right in front of a bunch of people there.
that might get looked at by the stewards. Yannick Moller, he's all on the back of Pete Roll though, as he headed through turn 3, sorry, couldn't make it past, and still trying to fight for the second position. It's very, very close.
Sends it down the inside almost.
Yeah. Can't make anything land just yet in his attempt to repass Pete Roll.
Yeah, Pete making that car very wide.
And Yannick making the track very wide there. As he runs a little bit over that white line.
Is he going to send it in T1?
Oh, please send it. No.
Nope, he backs out.
He's going to get a good run up until turn 2 here, I think, though. Getting into that slipstream might give him a great chance here.
Yeah, he's got a little distance, though. It's going to have to be a pretty good send. Oh, he goes for the outside.
Not sure he'll be able to make it work around the outside, but we'll see. No, he
Tries
gets
to
pushed
keep
towards
his
that
nose in
sausage
there.
curb and has to back out.
Yep.
And now he's actually under threat from Michael Kundakagolu here, who might have a little look into turn 3. He doesn't, decides better of it. And the Dang is actually disconnected.
Yeah, unfortunately, damage, I'd bet.
Yeah, probably quite serious, and repairing it would have just basically put him out of the race completely, so.
Yep. Not too many big movers in the race so far. Suprian's gone up 8. That's kind of expected.
Yeah, Soggy's also gone up 7 places, so good start for those two. Rob Lewis had a nice start as well. He started P10 and is currently P6. So, decent first few laps for him.
Yeah, he's been showing some good pace for the past few races. I don't think we've seen him very much, but he's definitely shown up for these past few races and gone pretty quick. Although he's also part of the Speedy Boys team.
As we look back on from the rear wing of Yannick Blue, we can see a bit of a battle there between Michael Kundakagolu, who's defending against Phil Vitt towards turn 3 as they went side by side, but Michael actually holding his own, and Phil Vitt gets it a little bit of a snap heading into the complex of double left-handers. And actually end up dropping back quite a bit from the back of Michael Kundakagolu. Baz Baumer setting another fastest lap. Now Geary says he beached his car. Unfortunate for him. He's retired after just 4 laps. It's always the next race though, I guess.
Yeah, there's a few more.
Well, I was more just thinking the sprint race after this.
That's fair too. So I was gonna say there's more races after this too, but
Which, with information you provided me earlier, will be Chang. Which if you're very culturally unaware, is actually in Thailand at the Buriram International Circuit. Yes. And is actually a motorsport racetrack, according to FIA standard, located in the Isan district in Buriram. So,
Yeah, I don't think either of us have really heard of that track until we looked it up.
yeah, until I said, what the fuck is Chang? Ooh, Mark de Graaf going very wide out of the final corner. I might
Yeah,
allow
Rob Lewis has been all over him.
Yeah, it might actually give Rob a little chance here, but he might prefer to set up for an attack into turn 2, which it looks like he will do. I don't think he's quite close enough, though, to make a move into the second corner.
Oh, as he almost gets rear-ended there. That was close.
Oof.
At least it looks like it. It could have been a little bit of lag, but
I think I switched my camera at just the wrong moment there.
yeah, team got inches from his rear light there.
A little battle emerging between Carlisle and Soggy here. And Freddie's going to be joining in pretty soon as well, as they slow each other down in this battle. Soggy goes for the inside. Carlisle goes very wide to allow that, but will retain the lead of this little battle.
Oh, that's going to be a fun 2 wide if they try to do that.
Soggy is going to back out of it.
Again, tries to send it down the inside.
Oof.
Oh, makes him go wide.
That is very...
That was a good little move.
Yeah, ballsy one, but he's made it stick by the looks of things as they head for the run up to the first
2 by
corner.
2.
Yeah, now Freddie under attack from Supiam, who's making another position up here.
And unfortunately, you don't want to take the inside of that turn. It makes you lose a lot of speed.
Yeah, Supiam's looking for a piece of this action as well, as it's now a 4-way up to
Oh
the
boy.
second corner.
Oh boy, 3 wide.
Oh, here we go. This could end in tears, but everyone's pretty well behaved actually. Soggy's still in that battle with Carlisle, side by side, has the lead. Supiam gonna try and follow Soggy through on that inside line. Actually, Carlisle, he's managing to get back alongside Soggy now. And it's always just a bit of there's a lot of tussling going on here. Soggy still managing to hold, well, I say hold that lead. He did make it past Carlisle last lap, but now he's having to fend off Carlisle and possibly Supiam in a moment.
Team's in a bit of a battle. He's got Dirk right behind him right now. Rob Lewis, he was up with him for a little bit there.
Looks like this little battle is dying down a little bit between Soggy, Carlisle, Yam and Freddie. Supiam looks like he might be on for a move here on Carlisle up to the second corner. He's in the slipstream and he manages to pull out. He's going to take the outside line.
That's a tough line to take.
Carlisle locking up a little bit, but Soggy does keep it there, but it looks like Carlisle has a better traction off the corner.
Oh, team spun.
Oh no, not Timmy. I had such
That's
high
going to
hopes.
be a long wait. It's going to drop way down in the grid.
Yeah, he's now 20th.
Ooh, hopefully he doesn't get beached. And he got it.
Just to make it on. Oh, and another good little battle evolving for... Well, never mind. As Derek heads into the pit, as I say, there's a good battle evolving. He was in a battle with Matteo Pisani, who's now just got Puma behind him. which could still be a nice little battle, but I was looking forward for a freeway there.
Hopefully, I don't know if Team got into. I don't know if somebody got into him, or I don't know if he spun on his own. It was in a breaking. Well, it was just around the apex of, I think, the third turn.
I wouldn't be surprised if Timmy lost on his own.
Yeah, because I didn't see it at all. I saw him spun, and that was about it.
Yeah.
I think there was a little bit of a battle bug. Is it Rob that was behind him? I can't remember. I can't remember if it's Pisani
I'll be
or if it
honest,
was
I
Rob.
can barely track what's happening on the screen, let alone a different battle on the other side of the track. Speaking of things that you struggle to understand, last night / this morning, I had a lovely moment that I will cherish for the rest of my life as possibly the funniest thing I've ever witnessed. So, story time. 18 minutes left of the race. Let's see how many we have left after this story is complete. So, it's about 7 AM, I think, probably. Maybe about 6:45. I'm with my friends. We came out the club a little while ago. I think we went out the club about 6 AM. Walked from there to Manchester Piccadilly train station. It's a big one. Has lots of shops there. One of them being a co-op that opens at 6 AM. So, and well, a couple of our friends wanted a bit of sushi. So we went and got some sushi from the co-op. If anyone who isn't British doesn't know what a co-op is, it's basically just like a sort of local shop, usually like a bit like a newsagent's, but more franchised and businessy, and it doesn't stink, sort of thing. And like they have like Costa machines in there, and like breakfast, lunch sandwiches, just milk, bread, general sort of small shop stuff. And basically, so we just sat in. We just decided we were going to get a taxi home because the first train isn't until about 7:45, I think. So we'd have about an hour of waiting, or an hour and a half, whatever, of waiting for a train. So we're just sat at the train station because it's seats. And a few friends are just munching down on some food. I'm thinking, alright, what's the best route for this taxi to take us home? So we're just going to order an Uber. And I just look over to my right, and there's just a guy just nonchalantly walking through, munching on a pizza slice. And, like, I should explain, the entrance to Manchester Piccadilly train station, it's more door than not door. Like, it's got like 3 automatic doors that are like double width, like American size double width. Like, they would fit the fat people through. Like side by side. So there's like 3 of them, and then there's just little small gaps between the doors. So it's like most of the wall is door, and then like any little gaps between the doors, there's like these Northern Rail signs. Northern Rail is a company that runs like all the trains in North England, basically. And basically it's like there's sort of like a tube coming from the ground up, and it's like sort of a circular sign that says, like, I can't remember what it said. I think it was like enjoy a safer way to travel, I think it said, which is actually kind of ironic. But yeah, this guy, he's basically on path for one of the doors, and basically last second he decides to not go for that door anymore. The one he's just going to make it through perfectly. It's an automatic door, so you don't even need to worry about opening it. Decides to veer right to the door in the middle, and basically he hits this. It's just like the metal. Well, it's metal at the bottom, and it's like he hits this sort of sign pillar. Just walks straight into it, dents the side of it with his body impact. His pizza just drops to the floor, and like he falls backwards, hits a wet floor sign, and basically slides about 10 foot across the floor with this wet floor sign. And do you know what he does after that? He just stands up and just walks out the door he was going to go out the first time. Like nothing had even happened. 3 people just around him, walking past, none of them trying to help him up or anything. He just stands up, walks out, and like, I watched this, and I'm just like, what have I just watched? Because it's, and like, we're all, me and all my friends, there's like 5 or 6 of us, we're all just sat on these chairs, prime view of this. Like, I'm just trying not to laugh until he's left. One of my other friends, he didn't even sort of understand what's happened until about a minute later. And then, literally, we're all just there. I'm wheezing because of what I've just seen. Like, literally, this guy...
Oh, we've had a spin.
Oh, who is it? Who's had a spin?
I don't know. I'm looking.
You've interrupted the story for that. This guy is basically... The floor's not even that sticky. The floor's not even that slippery either. Like, he's somehow managed to slide 10 foot on his head. Like, his face along the floor is slid 10 foot after knocking into a wet floor sign. Mate, it was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. It even dented the sign. Like, oh. It was so amazing. Well, that killed about 6 minutes, I guess.
You want to do that again? Because everybody's spaced out.
Sorry? Oh, no. Oh, there's a bit more of the story if you want that. But I feel like you sort of interrupted my flow. But anyway, so we're just sat there, like, sort of, we're still laughing at this thing about 5-10 minutes later. Like, there were some other girls, like, over to the left as well, who were also, like, doing a similar thing to us, and they were laughing, but they'd sort of stopped, and, like, we, for some reason, found this, like, super funny. Like, I'm just there, like, crying, basically, with a fucking gremlin laugh, like, like that. Oh, well, not like that, it was more like, I'm trying to think how I laugh. It's like, it was like, it was like that. Like, and basically, because, like, the train station is, like, super big, this fucking echoes around the room. And then, basically, the guy who fell over, hit the wet floor sign, he walks out, like, obviously, I've said, but then, basically, about, like, 5 minutes later, he walks back in, and, like, now his face is just, like, covered in black. Like, he's literally walked into something else. Like, his face got into a pile of mud or something. And basically, he just goes down. He just goes into the train station and sits down just at one of the chairs. And it's just like, as if his face is not covered in mud. The shit you see at, like, it's at half 6 a.m. Half 6 in the morning. It's wild. It is wild. Oh, I don't know if I told the story about from a couple of weeks ago either. When I was at a club in Manchester in the village. Basically, I was with a couple of friends, and we went to Bloom, which is like it's like a gay club, gay nightclub, but it's so much fun, and people there are amazing. And also, I'm not gay. Just put that out there quickly. It's just a sick club. And basically, they have like this stage area in there that you can just go on and fucking dance on. And basically, me and my friend, we decided, you know what? I think it's time to go topless. And like, to put it into perspective, how awesome this club is, like the people in there. The bouncers don't give a shit. They'll just let you do it. And then basically, I'm there, like t-shirt off, sort of in my hand. This girl down underneath the stage takes out my hands and starts like swinging it round. So she's just got my t-shirt swinging it round. I'm up on stage just topless, just like, this is dope. I'm liking this club. Oh, it's yeah. This is the problem with doing races on the Sunday. Like, I've still not recovered, and especially since the clocks went back last night. It's it was an extra hour as well. I was out, so it's I'm like even more messed up than I usually am. But yeah, I'm here as are you, and we're sort of making it through. We've almost reached the end of the feature race, just over 8 minutes left of that one. And we'll have a short break and head into the sprint race.
Yeah, there's starting to be quite a large spread now still.
Yeah,
I should say.
Do I need to pull out another story here?
Looks like there's a little bit of action.
Sam Grayson, I think he's just been overtaken by Derek there.
Yeah, that was what happened. Yes.
Okay.
Michael was getting on the back of Phil Vitt for quite a while there. He ended up just losing like half or 7/10 of a second or something. I'm not really sure what happened there, but he was getting pretty close. He might try to come back again.
Interesting words. Oh no. My legs hurt as well, like a hell of a lot. As does my back and my arms. My neck, my back, lick my and my crack. Ugh. Do we need a karaoke in this? I feel like we need karaoke. I feel like the karaoke is the answer to a lot of different issues in life.
Just pull some drivers while they're racing and tell them to randomly sing a song.
Who was it? Who was it last race who was like saying, "Oh, you can pull me in for a mid-race interview if you want."
Yes.
We need some people to agree to that and just come in with like a karaoke set. I feel like that would make the races very interesting, but some people may not take kindly to it. I guess, like, just grab Soupy. I'm in the middle of this battle. Just right, it's time for Bohemian Rhapsody, Mama. Ooh. Didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back tomorrow, carry on, carry on. I see a little Scaramouche run. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, can you do the fantastic? I just...
And there it goes.
But also, what you don't realise is partway through
Oh.
that. Sorry.
Couple people have got around.
Where's this?
It's Baffle and Dirk, I think.
Oh. Also, I have one of those like Lucasade bottles that's like you can basically like that has like sort of the top where stuff doesn't come out if you tip it over. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but basically it's like the ones if you grew up in England. It's like if you squeeze a bottle slightly, it basically like shoots a spray of like whatever's in it, whatever's in the bottle, like out. It's like a mist. But I had the bottle really close to my face, and basically accidentally squeezed it as I was doing that karaoke, and it just shot like Fanta straight into my eye. Almost blinded myself with Fanta. Oh. What are some other good karaoke classics to bring in? I'd be if I could get people to agree to this, it would be just like the best addition to the show. I think I'm going to put in a formal request for it. However, Derek's gone off. Just getting back to the race briefly.
That was a weird off. You kind of went off on a spot where you're...
I think he just sort of understeered, maybe got a bit of a snap on the exit of the corner.
Could have been, but usually you'd have control of the car by then. Usually you don't fall off that far off, or that far out of the turn.
Well, either way it happened, and he's lost a few places. Well, I say few, I think he's lost one. I feel like he was behind Voffel.
He was up there. I think he got into a little bit of some late race shenanigans there.
There's only 2 minutes left of this race.
Looks like going back now, there's some big gains and big losses here. The Super Yam's up 13. Mark DeGraw's having a great run as well.
He's up in 4th. Did start 7th. So he's had a nice little old race. Mamma mia, here we go again. Mama, how can I forget you? Mamma mia, here I go again. Mama. Something or other, forgot the words. Mate, you don't understand. I'm like the karaoke master. I can't sing to save my life, but you'll get a damn performance. Like expect like some. I don't know how you describe the songs I pick, but considering my first two were Bohemian Rhapsody and Mamma Mia, I feel like I should give a pretty clear indication of the sort of karaoke I can jam to. Where's Baz Baumer on the track? Okay. So this will be the last lap. And it's going to be Baz Baumer to take the win pretty convincingly. 18 seconds ahead of Pete Roll. Soggy's
and
made.
Phil Vitz.
Sorry.
Yes. Phil Vitz gone around Mark DeGraw there.
He has indeed. Yeah. I wonder if Mark DeGra's had an issue because he's now like almost 3 seconds behind. And yeah, he's gone off. Mark DeGraw has gone off. He
And he
stopped
stopped?
Scar.
What? Wait, what's happened? Did something break?
I'm gonna deal with this the only way I know how. Okay, wait, no. Is he moving again now?
Oh, he's moving again.
I wonder if he
Did he have
lost
hardware
connection.
failure? Could
Did he
be.
have heartburn and indigestion after Papa Gaviscon mid-race? Is his
Nope, he
wheels failed
stopped
or something?
again. Something's gone wrong.
Well, he's just retired to the pits.
Damn, well, that's really, really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, we're out, I guess.
Supiam! That is not the time to be spinning out, my friend. Last corner, now he's going to lose a position to Mario Hauer. Possibly even more to... Sorry, he lost a position to Sam Grattan. Is he going to lose any more to Mario Hauer? No, he just managed to get 11th. So, but he misses out on that. Oh no. Oh my god. Does miss out on that P10. But yeah, that's the end of the race. Didn't they just fly by, Jeffrey? What were your thoughts on the race? I feel like you were more in tuned with your racing spirit for that one.
I mean, it was a pretty normal race. We didn't really have that much drama. It was a pretty solid race. Everybody was keeping it clean and not too many spinners, not too many deaths at all. Yeah, it was a good race. Not too much to commentate on, unfortunately, but
I mean, even if there was, I don't know what I could have said. But I mean, we've made it to the end of the first one. Now we only have another 25 minutes, Jeffrey, of racing to go. Can you feel the burn of this exercise? This rigorous routine of racing.
yeah, I feel that headache. Yeah, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. But yeah, as I say, there's 25 minutes of the race, of a sprint race after this. The top 8 are going to get reversed. And I need to put on one of those things that means that I can actually quit the server and rejoin it. How do I do that? It's this one. There we go. Yeah, enjoy some pictures of unrelated tracks to Spielberg. Like, that's a Michael Schumacher-esque there. Bonus points to whoever knows what track that's from. Do you, Jeffrey?
What? Schumacher S's?
Yeah, do you know what track that's from?
Nürburgring?
Yes. Congrats. You got a bonus point. Oh, excuse me. We do just wait for the for the actual race server to go back on. Hopefully we'll have cars in again for us, because it was forgotten the first time to put cars in. Hi Baz. How you doing? Did you win that
Hey,
race? Yeah, it's my brain is seriously like malfunctioning. I'm just looking at like Baz's picture, just thinking, why is there like a second bunny behind him? Like, there's like a white bunny on his side.
No, that's like a it's like a mask.
Oh,
He's pulled off his.
he's pretending he's a black bunny, but he's pretending to be a white bunny. Oh, right, okay, that's like that's a good
So mine
metaphor for
exploded.
like that's a good metaphor for this sort of social existence at the moment in sort of modern day America, isn't it? To quite often
I'm trying to drink water, damn it.
Baz, I wish I knew that myself. I can answer one of those questions. Actually, you know what? I can answer all those questions, Baz. What's up? The sky. All right. Next question. Who? What? That's not even a question, mate. Who? What? That doesn't make sense. Who? What? Where? When? How? That's 5 bums on a bench. Who? What is just 2 W's. That's just v. What are we doing? Having a good old time looking at some pictures of crashing cars and possibly talking a bit about a race. What day is it? It's Sunday. Almost Halloween, bros. Anyone doing anything for Halloween? Jeffrey, you?
No,
No? Okay.
absolutely not.
I will definitely be doing something. I've booked the Friday off, so I can have a good old time on that Thursday to my heart's content. Probably be going into town again. Who knows how long the night will last this time. Worldwide. Mr. Worldwide. What are your favourite karaoke songs, Jeffrey?
Well, because I don't do that, I have no idea.
Oh. Okay.
What are your favorite songs?
Well, this is a deep web of possibilities for me. Let's say. You know what? A good karaoke song is one that everybody knows. Oh, I need to fart. 1 second. I'm back. A good karaoke song is one that everybody seems to know. So like a simple one you could go for is like Sweet Caroline, like Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. That one, that's a decent one. Then obviously they have like Bohemian Rhapsody I was doing before, like Mama, ooh, that one, yeah. I feel like everyone knows that one. In high school, I was on the production team for the school performances, and I'll tell you what, Queen songs get really, really dull after you've heard them 27 times in a day. Like, I'll just be setting up lights, and I'll just hear the same one chorus from a Queen song for like an hour just on repeat as they try and get it right. It numbs your mind, but doesn't stop it from being a good song. Are we drunk? No. I'm very much hungover though. Sleep deprived. Actually, no, I'm not sleep deprived because I got home at just after 8 a.m. And honestly, my bed was possibly in that moment was the comfiest bed known to existence. Like, got in that bed, slept until 5:45 p.m., which was 2.5 hours ago. So I'm definitely not sleep deprived. Sleep drunk, maybe. I might coin that term, sleep drunk. I've had too much sleep. Just like I had too much alcohol last night. And too many other substances, which will not be disclosed. Why don't you say that? So, no, I'm not alcoholic drunk. But actually, I might just still be drunk. Who knows? I mean, no, I can't be. You can't still be drunk. Like, how long did I stop drinking? About 6. What's 20 minus 14? 14 hours ago, I stopped drinking. I had a good old sleep. I've had an Indian earlier after I woke up, which was both my breakfast, lunch, and tea. Is the server up yet?
Yes.
It is, okay.
I think.
I should probably join that one. So yeah, it's I need to burp again. Oof. So no, not drunk. My brain isn't working correctly though, which is what tiredness does to you. So yeah, fun one. I'm running out of things to say now. These breaks seem like last longer every single time we do it.
Just been skimming the F1 chat.
Oh no, what's happening? Do we need to give
Oh,
an
you
update
know.
on the race or something? All I've
Just
seen,
some normal stuff.
all I've read so far is spaghetti.
Yes. That sums up everything.
Is it another classic classic Ferrari race or?
I'm not going to spoil the details, but maybe.
Oh, excuse me. That was Fanta, Indian, and a bit of vodka in that burp. I mean, Jelly put, I'm guessing ACRL Red Bull Ring is better racing, or racing at all. I don't know. I don't even know myself if there's been racing. They're driving pretty much on the limit of the car. Oh no, is it going to be? Is it a trolley train or something?
Wait,
I'm
what?
lucky to get caught up in Lewis's tank slapper. What does that even mean? Oh god, I wish I could watch the race actually. Because I woke up late. Sun is shining, moon is rising. Woke up late. Don't know if anyone's heard that song or not. It's Woke Up Late by Trax Project and Haley Steinfeld. I don't know if people know or not, but I have a big crush on Haley Steinfeld. She a cutie.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna disclose some proper juicy content here. So, Pitch Perfect films. There's 3 of them. I watched all 3 of them because Haley Steinfeld is in the second 2. I also watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animated film because Gwen is voiced by Haley Steinfeld. I also watched the Bumblebee film for Transformers because Haley Steinfeld's in that. So yeah, I also listen to a lot of her songs because they're actually pretty banging. You don't get to see Haley Steinfeld in them though, unless you watch the music videos for them. Let Me Go is a pretty banger one with Alesso. She a cutie in that too. Yeah.
All right, well, we've got 2 minutes left. We've got the reverse grid.
That's 2 more minutes I can talk about Haley Steinfeld.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tasma and Puma, P1, P2, I don't think I've ever seen them that far up the grid,
Well, that's
at least in the
harsh.
start. So
That
that'll
is
be,
very harsh.
well, but what I'm saying is that
Why were all the cars shaking? Why were all the cars shaking then? Oh no. Right, stop now, but... Why is the camera having a little...
what I'm saying.
Mate, the camera's having a fit. Oh. Right, okay, this is a fine camera to use, I guess. Oh.
But yeah, what I'm saying is this could result in a good finishing position for the both of them if they keep this up.
If they can keep Baz Baumer behind them. Who starts in
Yes,
8th.
who is in P8.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, and Vaffel, what's the word? He volunteered for a live interview.
Well, he's going to be on the karaoke mic. Does he know what he signed up for?
Probably not. We're just going to throw him into it.
Okay, well, I'll pick a song for him. Do you want to do the start of this race while I pick a song? Because you've not done an actual start of the race, have you?
I don't think I have. No.
Oh, I dropped my drink. Right, so you can do the start of this race. I'll keep
All
the
right,
camera. I'll manage all the cameras. I'll try and keep it at the front, sort of ish.
Okay.
But call out anything.
All right, we have lights. Lights are on and waiting to start. Lights are out. Phil Bit gets a good start. Looks like Puma goes up to the front, but Phil Vitt. Oh, that was weird. Oh, and a little bit of a spin. And we have, a little bit of a traffic jam in the middle. Looks like everybody got through, though. Rob Lewis is in the third. Going up in the second. If he can go on the right on the outside, this could be a good little pass. Tough to make it stick there, though. But Rob Lewis is still on the outside of Puma. And Pasm running away. This could be a good sign for him. Michael's looking into the pack here. Let's see if he can make a move down the inside. Looks like he goes for it. Not sure he's going to make it stick. Unless Puma can... looks like Puma's going to stay on the inside. Rob Lewis is still looking at Michael here. This could be a little bit of a tight battle here for the top 5. See how that goes. Further down the field, looks like everybody's still bunched up. Soggy is going around the outside of Sam Brayton. Looks like Yannick might have the inside of... Who is that? Soggy? Oh, and Soggy almost gets... and that's a little bit of a tough spot to pass. I'm surprised that worked out. And Baz Buma's up to P6. He's going to make a run on Pete Roll, I believe. Going around the outside. I want to see if that works out. That's a tough way to do it. They both lock up. Oh, and somebody got into the side of Pete Roll. Who was that? It was almost a spin. Might have been Baz. I can't tell, though. That couldn't have been. Oh, I don't know who that was. Padwin's still up front. That's a good sign. Supremum's in the P8. Further down the field, looks like the back of the pack's getting quite a bit of action here. Mark DeGraw is quit. Not sure what's up with that.
Phil Vitt's not a good start. Just throwing that in there. He's currently P17.
Oh man, he's fallen 12 positions. What happened there?
He got overtaken quite a few
Oh,
times.
as he gets sensed down the inside. Looks like Soggy's trying to go for him. That's a little bit of a tough spot.
There's a car span on the
Makes him
infield as
run
well.
wide.
It's chaos. It's absolute chaos, Jeffrey.
Yeah, this is the opposite of normal. We don't usually have a chaotic second race. In comparison to the first, at least.
You know, there seems to be a decent battle up at front between Michael and Puma here. If you want some sort of normality.
Yeah, going side by side down to, what is that, turn 4, I believe. Is that right? Turn 3, I think.
Turn 3.
Yeah, turn 3. Okay. So Michael gets around Puma there. So Puma's really just got to hold into this position because he's going to get a good result if he can just stay behind Michael at this point. Or if he can even pass him, that would be great.
Oh, I've just realised.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I just realised I still had the slideshow of images on. Oh no! Right, okay. Why has nobody said anything in chat? We've been on it for 5 minutes. Okay, right, we're back. We're back though. Okay. Oof. This is harder than I thought. Okay.
A lot of people getting loose at a T1. Bazbeam had a little bit of dicey moment there. He got it under control, but Puma and Michael are both still battling pretty hard. This could be a send in turn 3. Looks like Michael's going to try and defend. Michael is the inside. I would assume that he's probably going to keep it, and he does. Puma's going to slot back behind. Still a little bit of a pack behind. Rob Lewis is going on Baz, it looks like. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but it's a good chance there. As long as he keeps in the draft. Further down the field, there's a little bit of chaos again. It looks like Jonas is going up the field. The team's also trying to go up the field as well, it looks like. Might try to follow behind Jonas here. Going around the outside of Sam, that might be a little bit of a tough corner to try and do that as he backs off. Might wait for it to do into after maybe first turn or something like that. Oh, is that... Ooh, Sam got really loose there. Team almost had to jump out of the way there. So he goes for the inside of turn 1 now. Makes that mistake.
Crashing the last final
what
corner.
was that? Somebody started the spin and then everybody else ran into him.
I just saw it as Carl slid along the bottom of the camera there.
Yeah, the same thing.
Soggy was definitely involved. Dadang was definitely involved. We've got a spin at the coming out of turn 2 as well. That was Timmy. It's just mayhem. Don't know which is worse, the racing or the quality of the broadcast. Oh.
Low key burn.
Yeah, self-inflicted burn. You hate to see it.
Alright, well, Puma's up into P2, Bazbooma in P3. That was a little bit of a switch up. Michael got put down to P4.
Sam Grattan just span out as well, going through the double left-handers. He went onto the gravel on the outside. Just a war of
So he's
attrition at the
having
moment.
Yeah, he's having a really pretty, I don't even know how to put that. He's lost 7 positions, I believe. Or is it more? That was 11, sorry. So that's a big oof for him.
I would say
Ooh,
I would also describe it as an oof. Trying to find my
That's,
chapstick.
Jonas is going for the outside of Carly.
Oh, is
How
that
would you say that? Carlisle?
Carlisle?
Carlisle? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I'll figure that out. Ooh, and Riff Apple.
Oh, there's my chapstick. Oof. Also found one of
Dirk
my
might-
inhalers as well, which I've been looking for ages.
Oh,
So yeah, good
and there
news
goes
for everyone.
Baffle.
Well, I guess that's no karaoke with him then. That sucks.
Super Yam's going on his teammate Dirk here. And pass him the fastest lap. That's pretty good. He's running away too. Ooh, and teams left.
Yeah, he just had a little
So-
spin as well. Everyone's spinning. Everyone's lost their minds.
So teams had a really bad weekend.
Mm.
Feel bad for him. So Puma's still in third. He's got a pretty good race to finish here if he can keep it up. Michael's kind of on the back of him, but it's keeping him away. Baz Puma's up in the P2. He's probably, I think that's a pretty good thing to look for towards the end of the race here. See if he can catch up to Pazum. He's gaining quite a bit of time, I think. That's hard to say for sure right now. Looks like he's gaining about what, like, gosh, 7/10 of a second a lap. So we'll see. Things are calming down a little bit. Looks like the race is kind of starting to space out. Oh, and something happened between Dirk and Supreme. I think it's like Dirk might have gone wide. I can't quite tell.
Teammates at
Either
it
way.
again.
Yeah. It's like Dirk had to go very wide. Pete Roll goes down the inside of, is that Phil, I believe? No, not Phil. That was Pete. Wait. Whoa. Oh, I'm all messed up. Carlisle, there we go. And Pete goes for it again down the inside of turn 2. It's going to be a little bit tight, but they both keep it together. Looks like Carlisle goes around the outside. So it's a good little battle. They're still side by side, I believe. Going to be going in turn 3 side by side. That's going to be also a little bit of a tussle. Looks like Pete Roll stays in front at this point.
This race has been so unreasonable. People have just lost their heads. Boxes have gone. But hopefully, people will calm down now with just under 15 minutes to go of this race left. Of the sprint race. And Baz Baumer now in second position. As he begins a charge for Pazum, who's just over 4 seconds up the road.
Yeah, he's still gaining about 7/10 a lap.
Oof. That's going to be tough for Pazum to manage.
Michael's working on Puma now. Oh, we've had a couple spinners out of turn 1. Looks like Freddie and
I think it's Sam Greater
not sure
was
who
one,
else.
maybe? Or Soggy, possibly? No, not Soggy.
Could have been Mario as well.
Could have.
There were 2 people off in the dirt on the right side there.
I
Mario's gone a little wide.
I do not know. But Matteo Pisani, I do know he's on the offensive against Freddie. And he should have the outside line down towards turn 3 if he hasn't already made it past. I think he has, yeah. He's managed to make his way into 15th position in that Red Bull livery. And now he's looking actually to have a bit of a sniff at Mario Hauer. The car in front of him.
Michael is right on the back of Puma now, but yeah.
I have to say, I do love that Vaseline. livery thing on the back of the rear wing of Mario Hauer there.
Yes, is good. Ooh, it's a bit of a tussle. Michael and Puma both bang wheels again.
Oof.
Looks like Michael's now under threat from Rob Lewis. He goes down the outside. I don't think he's going to try and go for that one. Michael tries to defend. He might get a bad exit out of this turn, though.
I think Michael should be alright. It's not a long run down to the next corner. It's certainly not a great overtaking spot. So this train...
Yeah, stays together for now. Looks like Michael's going to pull the other guys right up to Puma again. So that might bring another battle.
Yeah.
I would assume just because of the draft, at least.
I think I've seen a couple of people complaining about dirty air as well.
Yeah, there's been a few complaints about that as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people said this is the first time that they've actually noticed it.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, Baz is absolutely flying. We should probably get around Pazin by the end of the race. That's what it's starting to look like now.
It's now just 2 seconds behind.
And Rob is starting to get dragged along by Michael. So this is going to make for a tussle for third, probably. Oh, Phil almost goes into the inside of Rob. Almost, Oh, he does. And he makes it side by side, down into turn 3. And Phil gets right around Rob there. That was a good move.
Very nice. Nice and clean.
Rob goes for the inside of turn 6 or 5.
Now he's under threat from Yannick Moller, though.
Return? Oh, gosh. Yeah. Something like that.
Ooh, Yannick.
I don't remember quarter names.
Yannick got a bit on that curb on the exit and almost sent him into the gravel. Getting a bit of lag here. Cars are having a bit of a rubber band out there.
And Baz can now see Pazim right in front of him.
Juicy.
The shark sees blood.
The white bikes sees blood and rich energy.
So I think the well, okay, what I was going to say is I think everybody's calmed down. Philbit goes around down the inside of Carlisle there. Looks like he doesn't quite get it. He didn't get a good enough of an exit. Coming out of turn 2 there. Going into turn 3, looks like Philbit, yeah, yields the position very well. At least gives up the battle for now.
I think we're going to have a battle this lap between Baz and Pazim, as he's now just under half a second behind, coming down the main straight.
Yeah, I could get him by turn 2 possibly with a draft here.
Ooh, up on the curb though, that's not going to help on his run up to that second corner, as he did set a fastest lap this time around.
Yeah, running over that curb really hampers with your traction coming out of the turn. So whenever you run over that, you usually end up losing out for anything to do with turn 2.
Yeah,
at least in terms of a run.
Yeah, and as you can see, he didn't actually have a chance to overtake in turn 2. Just, as you say, didn't get the traction, and the slipstream wasn't enough to overcome that.
Yeah, I do wonder now if Dirty Air is going to start affecting Baz at this point.
He has had a big time disparity between him and Pazim, though, in terms of lap time, so I think he should be able to make it through, though.
So the leaderboard lights up a little bit here. We've got a couple battles going on.
Baz will now probably be setting up for another attempt towards turn 2. As he come across the start line once more. Has a little look into the first corner, but that's just more to...
So both run wide.
Yeah, and you can see how close Baz is this time. He's going to pull
Yeah,
alongside.
Pazim's gonna have to defend really hard.
He's pulling alongside before turn 2, and he might even be ahead before turn 2 as he head towards the braking zone now. He's going to have the outside line, and he's going to have the lead as well, and this could be a double victory for Baz at the Red Bull Ring with 7 minutes to go. If he keeps it clean, he should be home free. Meanwhile, just
Michael
behind.
and Puma
Yeah,
are side by side, going into turn 3. Looks like Puma's inside. He's probably gonna keep it, unless he does that, which looks like he did. And now he's gonna have to sit behind again for another, probably the rest of the sector, because there isn't really a good passing opportunity through here. Unless you're crazy, at least he can do it. But
I would definitely attempt it. Which is why I don't race.
Yeah. Further back, it's like Phil Vitt and Carlisle are both going at it. It's like Carlisle's gone state, or well, he has stuck in his position. That's what I should say.
Words
at this point.
are difficult.
Yes. So a little bit of a train going on from I think 4th to 7th or so.
Third,
Maybe
really.
8th?
Michael could go at the head of that train.
Yeah, Michael's
third.
Michael's right in front of that. Yeah. Phil Vitt's going for another move down the inside of Carlisle, going into turn 2.
Can he make it stick? He's probably not going to get.
Oh
Well, he's probably not going to get good traction, and he definitely doesn't. As he
and there you go.
puts a bit too much power on and ends up spinning up those rear wheels.
Yeah, it's going to have to be another lap probably gone by before he gets another chance. Because I believe didn't they tussle in the same part the last lap, something like that. So I think it takes about that long for him to catch up.
I'll tell you a really heartwarming story. Here we go. Just under 5 minutes left. Should be able to get this one out. So the other day, runs very wide, and actually Phil Vitt just makes it through as well.
Thought that was going to be 2 spins in the same spot.
Well, the other day I was doing some CS:GO casting of a Norwegian league, and had someone in the chat who was super chill, and he ended up donating me a lovely $20, which was one of those things where it's really warms your heart, because it's like a lot I don't do any of this like casting either in like CS:GO or in ACRL, stuff like that. I don't do any of it for money. I have a full-time job, so getting those, having someone just like donating $20 was super cool. Because I mean, I do get paid for some bits of casting, like a couple bits I do are free, some others I get paid for. But yeah, it's just like it was just super nice. Yeah, that's all I want to say. It's just one of those things which just sort of warms your heart. And you think, oh, and it's sort of nice just to feel a bit of appreciation, because often I don't really know whether people like what I'm doing a lot of the time during the casts, or if people are really enjoying it necessarily. Because often it's sort of like, are you just watching it because they want to actually watch the game and they're not actually sort of entertained by me? But yeah, it was nice.
So shout out to that person. So
yeah, if any of you guys in chat now want to donate, it would really warm my heart. No, I'm joking, of course. I'm joking.
But are you?
Yeah, I really am. I don't expect people to give me money for this. Whatever this is today. I mean, usually it's much higher quality. If Oh, Puma with a spin.
It's a second spin. He spun. Well, he got like a half spin out of the first turn. He ended up losing quite a bit of positions. Looks like he might have overheated his tires a little bit.
Ooh. Well, you said it at the start of the race. It could be a good finishing position for him and Pazem if they have a nice, clean race. Hasn't been the case for Puma, unfortunately. He's now down in 13th. I think he started second, didn't he?
Okay, well, I guess commentator's curse. Oof.
Yeah. Baz Baumer probably going to be winning the race. Curse that one. Don't think it's ever worked on Baz before. Oh, I know why it's never worked on Baz, because he's also a commentator.
Yeah,
He's done some previous seasons, so you can't curse another commentator. That's how it works in the curse law. Also, I feel like we need a brief musical interlude. Do you want to know what I was gonna have Waffle sing for us?
Yes.
Oh, do you reckon Waffle still wants to hop in? Can you message Waffle to see if he wants to come in for a bit of karaoke quickly? So I was gonna do "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen. It's an absolute classic, isn't it? We need to be quick because there's only like a minute left. I don't know if we'll have time.
Know what to ask.
Ask him to come in and sing Carly Rae Jepsen with us. Ask him to come in and sing "Call Me Maybe." Just like two.
No. Here's how I'm gonna do it. All right.
I mean, you've only got 45 seconds until the race ends, Jeffrey.
I pinged him. If he doesn't respond within like the next 10 seconds, I'm just gonna drag him.
Okay.
Oh, he said, "All right, you ready?"
Sure. Yeah. Right, Voffel. Here's your interview. Hello. Here's your interview. We're gonna sing Carly Rae Jepsen, "Call Me Maybe." Are you ready? I'll start things out. I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never. Do you not know it?
Let's say no.
Let's say no. That wasn't no. So you do know it, don't you? But you don't want to sing it. Anyway, let's do an actual interview as Baz Baumer is about to cross the line. So congratulations to him for once again dominating everyone.
Making it boring.
Yeah, I mean, it has been boring. Watching him win all the time. What happened to you, Voffel? Because I noticed there was an issue in that first corner, sort of midway through the race. There's a bit of a few cars collected by something.
Which race do you mean? First one or the second?
The sprint race. The second one.
Second one. Oh, I've got a video about that if you want to watch it.
Ooh, yes,
it
please.
was like four spun out cars, and I found a gap, so they didn't kill me.
Oh, because I was sort of watching from the camera angle, sort of up the hill, and I just saw loads of sort of rear wings in that first corner.
Yeah, and a big cloud of smoke. I just chose a path and hoped there would be nobody. I posted it in general.
Just watching it now. You did manage to sneak a little way through, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I disconnected later in the lap when. Well, you'll see.
Sorry, when what?
Disconnected later in the lap. It's in the at the end of the lap.
Yeah. Oof. You get tagged by Soggy, don't you?
And you can see my heart break and my morale just drain out.
Yeah. It's it was a mixed bag of a race, I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was just the mental state I'm in or the track or what, but I feel like the racing was sort of a bit dull. It just felt like people would just try and attack into turn 2. If that doesn't work, try turn 3 and then wait until next lap. A lot of it. Yeah, I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
From what I saw, it was mostly try to dive into somewhere. When that doesn't work, just wait half a lap until the guy in front spins out or crashes somehow. It wasn't a great race for me, either one. In
No.
the first one, I got caught up in somewhat when somebody else got driven into the back of. I had some damage, and after that, the race was okay, but I think I was down on pace a bit. And then I did the same thing to Dirk and drove into the back of him. So that was quite embarrassing. And the second race, I did my best to avoid all incidents. In the first 2 laps, I don't think I took turn 1 or turn 2 even once. I always ran wide around the corner because I was sure there would be a big pile up in the corners.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, as you said, like it was a lot of people spinning out, and especially in that second race. Actually, seemed like for the first sort of 10 minutes, every lap someone was off.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. A few people complain about dirty air as well, a bit more in this one.
The dirty air was a thing in the SS. Following close there was you had to adjust, turn in earlier, not carry as much speed, just be more careful. But I was expecting a lot more spins at the end of the first race when the tires started wearing out. But tire wear seemed pretty good actually this time.
Interesting. Well, I'll keep this interview sort of short because I'm struggling for things to say. Just in general in life.
No offense taken. Don't worry
No,
about it.
no, it's just it's been the same the entire broadcast. I've not known what to say. Um, so yeah, it's just one of them days, I think. Anyway, I'll let you get back to bits and have a nice relaxing evening.
Yeah,
Catch up on the F1 if you want
crying
to do
and
that.
swearing.
Oh,
Thanks for the broadcast, guys.
yeah, no
Even
worries.
if
This one was a bit
it
of a shit
was
cast,
a
I
shit
think.
race.
It's a bit of a special one.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all great. Yeah.
They're all shit casts. Anyway, yeah, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for joining us briefly.
No
Cheers.
problem.
And yeah, I don't think I'm actually gonna interview anyone because Baz is just gonna be congrats on winning both races.
Could get I think it was
I also really
Pazin,
need to
right?
go
We
to the
could get him in
toilet.
here. Fair enough.
So I mean, if you want, you can run an interview.
Q2?
If you want, you can go on. You can do an interview or two while I go drop a massive load on the toilet. Or we could end the broadcast here, and I can drop a massive load and then go to sleep, or play some Modern Warfare. Which would you prefer, Jeffrey? Do you want to interview people?
I don't know if I would have. Oh, Petrol wants an interview. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I can go do that then.
Okay, yeah, you do that. I need to go to the toilet, so I'll let you do that. And
Fair enough.
yeah, enjoy. Don't say
Fair
anything.
enough.
Controversial. Right. Enjoy. But you can move him, can't you?
Alright. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Be right back then.
All right, Petrol. How's it going?
Pretty good, yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Dan's gone. Yes, I mean you had a gosh, I don't even know where to start. How did you feel this track was like in terms of like passing and all that kind of stuff?
It helps when you've got like the pace advantage over others. If you don't, it's hell.
Did it seem like there were a lot of people that were dive bombing or trying to I don't know, just go for crazy passes?
Well, I didn't get dive bombed. I went for some. I pulled them off. But I mean, a lot of them relies on other people sort of backing out. I think there's a couple of people which I did it on. They were smart and they just let me have it. They saw that I was like a second quicker because I spun out, which you didn't catch from stream. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Did you see it? Did you see it?
I think so, but I honestly don't remember because
it was right at the start. There's a lot of cars.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we caught that. I think I tried to at least, or something like that. There might have been too much chaos for me to actually
Yeah.
catch who it was, but I can't remember. But yeah, no, I think it seemed like for most of the races, people were doing pretty good. Like I didn't really see many dive bombs. I was expecting to go, like the sections where, especially like turn 1 and turn 2 and turn 3, even.
Mhm.
Go from a high speed down to a low speed. That's a really, really susceptible area for dive bombs, and I was kind of surprised. I don't think I saw that many.
It was good for me, yeah. Didn't see anyone doing anything stupid. Wasn't involved in anything really. Had a couple bumps, but no, wasn't anyone's fault. It was qualifying. People get spinning out and having instants for me.
I did see that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
The races were fine, but yeah,
What about those sausage curbs?
they're annoying. Yeah,
Because we saw a lot of people going over those, and
the
a
trampoline.
lot of people having trouble. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see what else.
that's how I spun as well, hitting one of them.
Yeah, because the cars are so low and so stiff that whenever you hit one, it just seems like that you just immediately lose traction. And if you were to try to step on the gas like at all, it just seemed like they would spin.
Yeah, some of them you can hit and some of them you can't. It's very strange. Like turn 1, you can run over that quite a lot. But then the last turn, if you even touch it, you'd get thrown off. As I found out.
Yeah, I just forgot. That was the second race that you ended up getting. What was it? I don't remember if you got spun or if you spun yourself, but is that what it was?
No,
I can't remember.
I spun myself. Yeah.
Okay, but that was the second race, right?
Yeah.
And turn 1, we ended up.
Yeah.
Dan ended up getting a still image through that entire section. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, so that was the thing. So yeah, you probably won't be able to go back and see that, but I didn't remember that now. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think. Oh gosh, I mean, did you? Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. It's like I'm trying to think about good stuff to talk about, but it's just like I don't even know anymore. I mean, you felt like you did pretty well, right? I mean, that was a pretty good race, I thought.
The charge back was very good through the field, but because I did that and I had the pace, that meant I would have been able to fight Bass, which is disappointing.
Yeah, because I mean, other than that, it seemed like you're gaining pretty decently there.
I mean, he was still a tiny bit quicker than me in that race, but I was ahead of him before I spun, so who knows?
Yeah, that's fair too. It seems like you had a good. Oh gosh, people want to do group interviews, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it just seemed like you were doing pretty well. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
do
other
a
than the
group
spin.
interview. Bring him in.
Bring him in. All right.
Yeah, go on.
How many people are we bringing in? A lot of people.
Just put
all
Baz,
of them.
Just put Baz in. Well, we already interviewed him.
He's sitting there. Hey, Baz.
Ah,
All right. How many people are we bringing in here?
Oh,
Oh, God.
that's fine.
Everybody.
hey, Petrol.
Hey,
All right. I'm bringing
Yep.
everybody in here.
you see, I did my spin on purpose. I held the brakes so you wouldn't run into me. Predictable.
Oh man,
You madman.
I didn't know which way to go. I had
Oh, yeah.
similar thing happen with Rob as well.
Oh, yeah.
Tipping over all the way.
Oops. I didn't mean to do it. It just happened.
Yeah, I know. What?
Like in the second race, there was a section, I can't remember who it was. When I went T, there was 3 wide into T3, that was pretty smooth.
No, it definitely wasn't me. It wasn't. I dive bombed a couple of people, I admit that.
I think.
Did you make a stick though?
Yeah, I made them stick.
Then it's not a dive bomb.
They helped as well because they saw it and sort of let it happen.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
back.
well, I knew it was coming straight out of T1.
See,
So I kind of just expected it and waited.
well, my thinking with that one was literally, well, he's smart. I'll just throw it in and he'll get out of the way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're right. And that's exactly what happened.
I was just driving it like I stole it, really. I was like, oh, fuck, oh, yeah. I've thrown this away. Let's just go as fast as I can.
Yeah, you certainly had the base. I must have screwed up something because I was way behind through the arrow stuff. I just didn't have the right arrow going into this weekend, I guess.
How much
Also,
front wing did you have?
23.
That's more than me.
More than me.
Wow.
I had 21.
My favorite
I
setup
also
was 23
I could have just screwed something else up.
I think it's more the anti-roll bars. They have more in effect.
Oh yeah.
I didn't touch the anti-roll bars at all.
Don't sell all the
Right.
secrets.
Oh no, I won't. No, don't worry.
Well, no, I know that the there was certainly a little bit more pace in there if I upped the rear anti-roll bar, get a bit more rotation in it, but I didn't trust myself to survive the entire race on that.
Yeah, so I was going to do that, but I didn't trust myself at the start of the low grade.
Yeah, even I didn't trust myself either, so fair game.
Oh, it's so hard. At the
Perfect.
start.
Nobody trusts their own driving skills.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is hard, man.
Petrol, we went into turn 1 in the second race, 3 wide. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened.
I chucked it on the outside and I thought, well, if someone hits me, I'll just go over the curb.
Yeah, well, it worked
I
out.
actually said that to Rob before the race started. I was like, well, I guess I'll just go around the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty good in the end.
I had a better start than the guy in front. Don't know who it was, but I had to pick a side, so I thought, yeah, maybe inside, because it was kind of busy on the outside.
Yeah, and then we had a little fight, and then we went
Yeah.
about the rest.
No, that's okay.
Get out of here, Nils.
What's this party? what's going on here?
This is content.
Go away.
Right. Does anyone fancy a group karaoke session?
Totally.
Totally.
I conveniently have work.
What are people's thoughts on Carly Rae Jepsen "Call Me Maybe"?
I have never heard that song all the way through.
You never heard it all the way through? Do you know the
Not
first
even
verse? Do you want me to start things off for
Maybe.
us?
When you start out.
To round out the broadcast, this is what we're going to do. Okay? Right, so I want to see everyone's mics activated.
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Otherwise, you're getting a solo. Okay? Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna play the music on my end, and I want everyone to join in. Okay.
Oh, ladies. Fine.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. That was not the correct way to play that song.
Yeah, yeah. The latency is going to be horrendous.
Yes.
Are you
Well, I
playing
mean,
it through YouTube or through Discord?
No, I'm playing it just on my end, just so I can listen to it. You're just gonna go off where I sing.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone got the rules down, yeah? So if you're not singing, you're
No.
gonna get a solo. Alright. And
What's shittier than a shitcast?
what?
Yeah.
What's shitty? What's shittier than a shitcast? A shitcast where we're trying to organise karaoke at the end. Okay.
Oh my God.
So
6 people watching, that's all of us.
Can I opt out of this?
Can you opt out of it? Did you say?
I can ban you out if you want.
You
No,
can
you-
just
you-
disconnect.
No, you can't disconnect.
True, but I'm so curious.
I forbid anyone from disconnecting from this, okay?
Right, guys, ready? 3, 2,
What
1.
What if you get banned?
Alfred asked me, I'll never tell.
Then-
I looked to you when I fell, and now you're in my way. Nobody else is singing. Guys, come on.
I only know the
I
chorus.
wasn't
what you're
looking for
singing.
I only know the
this, and
chorus.
now you're in my way.
I
Your
came
stare was holding
back,
ripped,
bro. I was
jeans,
wrong.
skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. So here's my number. So call me, baby. It's hard to look right. That's you, baby. It's my number. So call me, baby. And I just met you, and this is crazy. So here's my number. So call me, baby. I feel like this has gotten very derailed.
Can I just want to
Here's my number.
Mike's technical
So
debt.
call me maybe.
What do you mean?
What's
I,
up?
I,
Sorry,
I
what?
was totally singing the whole time. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh no.
There we go.
There
Right.
it is.
Hello, you're watching the always serious ACRL.
Yes.
Thing is,
This
he's,
is
actually,
the
Fast with
official
racers instead of
channel.
course, I remember.
he's actually got a radio voice. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Right. So, right, we're gonna go. Does anyone want to do a solo, or does anyone want to suggest a song? Because I feel like that wasn't good enough for a closer. I only heard about 3 people singing.
I'm not kidding when I said I have a client that's waiting on me, so I do actually have to go work.
Right, so
Yeah,
Soupy,
I gotta
so,
go feed you.
so Yam, well, the quicker you get this over with, the quicker you go to your client then, can't you? So pick a damn song then.
All right.
I mean, you do also just have a disconnect button on your Discord if you need to
Yeah.
use it.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, let's see. What can I sing?
Show this to your client.
Yes, perfect.
Sorry, this is why I was late.
I'll send them the link.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the whole thing?
Yeah.
I mean,
all the stuff on my playlist is stuff nobody listens to.
ugh. I mean, all the stuff on my playlist is EDM that no one likes, so.
No, that's systemic.
That's perfect to sing into.
I know.
You can sing anything.
Perfect to sing along to too.
Sing along if you know it.
Yes.
Boots and cats, come on. Wait, I think I know this one. Doesn't that have a in there at some point?
Probably.
Bwop, bwop, bwop.
Right. Right. I think we're gonna have to stop it there. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I think we're gonna have to stop
Have a good
things
night, guys.
there. Yeah, you too.
Yes.
Thank you everyone
that
for
work?
joining on this one. Was that someone playing the piano?
Did Bounce get the piano?
Fucking piano.
Hold on, no. Oh, we can do a heart and soul. Oh, it'll be great.
What?
Or do you know any other like piano duets?
No.
Does anyone want to do Mamma Mia?
How does that go?
Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia.
Do do do
That
do
was the
do.
chorus.
Here we go again. What are the chords? I
How's
don't
that
know.
going?
How can I resist you?
Mamma Mia. Ooh, ooh, here I go again. Mama.
How could I ever let you go?
Oh, that was actually good.
He's actually good.
Oh no.
Something like that? How does, yeah. I don't know.
Oh
The
boy.
Something like that.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, yeah, as I said, I think we're actually going to end it here before things get too out of hand, as if they haven't already. So yeah, thank you everyone who decided to join for this and hasn't already left. Yeah, thanks, and thanks for a decent race. A bit boring, I must say. I want a bit more action next time.
Yeah, Bash, slow the fuck down.
Well, you backed out of it, Petrol.
I'm gonna have to write a guide on how to commentate a ACRL race. 1 minute from the end mention, and Baz will be crossing the line pretty shortly here to take the win.
Guys, can I just mention it's my first double win of the season?
Oh, it's almost as if you keep getting penalties at all the others.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, congrats.
Thank you.
that's what you get from me. Can I actually end it now, please?
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Nah, I feel like we need more people in here.
No, we don't.
Or singing.
Oh yeah, let's bring the split 2 people in as well. No.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
No.
boy.
No.
Hello.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm trying to end it. We don't need more. Right. Thank you everyone for joining us and the split 2 guys who've now just been dragged in here for no reason.
You
Cheers
gave
for
me that
watching.
authority.
And I'll see you in 2 weeks at the Chang circuit in Thailand.
Oh,
Oh no.
Which I'm sure,
Never raced there.
yeah, a lot of
It's a
people,
good
as you
track.
can hear, are obviously looking forward to that.
Oh no.
bastard.
Oh no.
Good night!
Stop.